The champagne glass shattered against the marble floor. Kang Min-joon stared at his phone, watching his company's stock price plummet in real time. Around him, investors froze mid-toast, their congratulations for his engagement dying on their lips. "What's happening?" his fiancée Yoon Hae-ri demanded, diamonds glinting at her throat. Min-joon's hand trembled. 51% of Kang Industries had just been acquired, in under 3 minutes, by an anonymous investor. His phone exploded with notifications. Emergency board meeting, immediate attendance required. He didn't even change out of his tuxedo. 20 minutes later, Min-joon's keycard beeped red at his own building entrance. Access denied. His face, once programmed into every security system, had been erased. "There must be a mistake," he told the guard. "No mistake, sir. Your authorization was revoked 1 hour ago." Min-joon forced his way through the lobby, taking the stairs when the elevator rejected his credentials. By the time he reached the 42nd floor, his shirt clung to his back with sweat. The boardroom doors stood open. She sat in his chair. Han Ji-woo wore a black power suit he recognized. She'd copied his signature style down to the silver cufflinks. Her hair was pulled back severely, revealing the face that had haunted him for 6 years, the face he'd tried to forget. Beside her, a small boy colored quietly in a notebook, his legs swinging beneath the executive table. "You're late," Ji-woo said without looking up. "Security, please escort the consultant out." He wasn't invited to this meeting. The board members, men who'd served his family for decades, avoided his eyes. "What is this?" Min-joon's voice cracked. "What have you done?" Ji-woo finally met his gaze. Her eyes held nothing, no anger, no satisfaction, just cold, calculating emptiness. "I've done what you taught me, Min-joon. I've eliminated the competition." 2 security guards gripped his arms. "I made you," Min-joon shouted as they dragged him backward. "You were nothing before me, and you made sure I stayed nothing." Ji-woo's voice never rose. "The difference is I learned from it." The boardroom doors slammed shut. Outside, paparazzi swarmed like locusts. Camera flashes exploded in his face. Questions pelted him from every direction. "Mr. Kang, is it true you've been removed as CEO?" "Sir, how does it feel to lose your own company?" "Mr. Kang, who is Han Ji-woo to you?" His phone rang. Hae-ri's name flashed across the screen. "My father is pulling our engagement," she said without preamble. "You're a liability now, lose my number." The line went dead. Min-joon stood on the street outside his building, the building his grandfather had built, and watched his entire life collapse in the span of an hour. His phone buzzed, a message from his assistant. "She didn't just take the company. She owns your penthouse, your cars, your club memberships. She bought every debt, every contract, every piece of your life. You have nothing." Min-joon's knees nearly buckled. Another message appeared, unknown number. "Go to the Hannam Hotel, room 1521, come alone." He had no other options. The hotel room door was unlocked. Inside, an envelope waited on the desk. Min-joon tore it open with shaking hands, a contract. Position, personal assistant to CEO Han Ji-woo. Salary, minimum wage, beneath it, a photograph. The little boy from the boardroom stared back at him. Dark eyes, familiar jawline. That exact same cowlick Min-joon's mother had always tried to flatten when he was young. A note was paperclipped to the photo. "His name is Kang Seo-jun. He's 5 years old. Do the math." Min-joon's vision blurred. 5 years old. 6 years since that night. 6 years since he'd fired Ji-woo in front of 200 guests, called her delusional for rejecting his advances, had her dragged out by security while she begged him not to destroy her career. 6 years since she'd disappeared. His hands found the fine print on the contract. Section 7, subsection C. Employee acknowledges and agrees to waive all parental rights, custody claims, and legal recourse regarding any minor children pending further investigation and legal determination. 24 hours to decide. Min-joon signed. The first day was designed to break him. Coffee runs filing, organizing schedules for meetings he wasn't allowed to attend. Every task a calculated humiliation, performed in front of employees who'd once reported to him. He endured it all, because at 3:47 p.m. the office door burst open. "Yama!" Seo-jun ran straight to Ji-woo, backpack bouncing. She caught him, and for one fraction of a second, her mask cracked into something warm. Then she saw Min-joon staring. The warmth vanished. "Who's the sad man?" Seo-jun asked. "No one important." Ji-woo replied. Go play in the lounge, baby. After Seo-jun left, Min-joon found his voice. Is he mine? Does it matter? Ji-woo, you don't get to say my name. She stood gathering her files. If you want answers, meet me tonight, 10 p.m. The address will be sent to you. Come alone. That evening, Min-joon waited in the parking garage watching. A black sedan pulled up. The back door opened. Chairman Kang Dae-won, Min-joon's estranged father, stepped out. Seo-jun launched himself from the car. Harabeoji! The elderly man caught the boy with a laugh, kissing his forehead. How was school, my tiger? They walked toward the elevator, hand in hand. Grandfather and grandson. Before the doors closed, Dae-won turned. His eyes locked with Min-joon's across the concrete expanse. He smiled, and in that smile, Min-joon understood. This wasn't just Ji-woo's revenge. This was his father's. The address led to a private law office. Ji-woo waited inside, flanked by her attorney. Min-joon barely sat down before a manila folder slid across the table. Paternity results, the lawyer said. We took a sample from your coffee cup yesterday. Legal in Korea under these circumstances. Min-joon's hands shook as he opened it. Probability of paternity, 99.9%. He's mine. The words came out broken. Congratulations, Ji-woo said flatly. Now you know what you lost. Ji-woo, please. Your father has been in Seo-jun's life for 2 years. She leaned forward. 2 years of bedtime stories, birthday parties, school pickups. Seo-jun calls him Harabeoji. He doesn't even know you exist. Min-joon felt the room tilt. Why? He whispered. Why let him in but not me? Because your father found us when we had nothing. He didn't judge, didn't demand. He just showed up. Ji-woo's voice cracked once before hardening again. He's been a better grandfather in 2 years than you would ever be as a father. The lawyer cleared his throat. Ms. Han has decided to inform you of the paternity results as a courtesy. However, Mr. Chairman Kang maintains primary custodial influence given his financial support and established relationship with the minor. That's not legal, Min-joon said. Actually, the lawyer smiled. When Ms. Han signed her contract with Chairman Kang 3 years ago, she agreed to certain terms regarding Seo-jun's upbringing. The chairman has rights you don't. Ji-woo stood. This meeting is over. Wait, Min-joon grabbed her wrist. She stared at his hand until he released her. You want to see him? Her eyes glittered. Earn it. The next morning, Ji-woo summoned Min-joon to her office. The company is hemorrhaging money, she said without preamble. Someone's sabotaging us from inside. You know these systems better than anyone. Find them. And if I do? Then maybe I let you meet your son properly. Min-joon worked 72 hours straight, sifting through files, tracking digital footprints, following money trails. On the third night, Ji-woo brought him coffee. You didn't have to do that, he said quietly. I need you functional, not collapsed. But she didn't leave immediately. The silence stretched. I was pregnant when you fired me, Ji-woo said suddenly. I didn't know yet. I found out 2 weeks later in a free clinic. Min-joon's chest constricted. I tried to tell you. Called your office 93 times. You blocked my number. She stared at the city lights beyond the window. I was homeless for 4 months. Slept in subway stations. Worked 3 jobs while pregnant. Your father found me passed out outside a convenience store. Don't, she cut him off. Don't apologize, don't explain. Just find who's making trouble for my company so my son has a bright future. She left before he could respond. 2 hours later, Min-joon found it. The one causing the problems was Yoon Heir. His ex-fiancé had been sharing important company ideas with Park Jin-ho, CEO of a rival business. A huge amount of confidential information, enough to put their company in serious danger. Min-joon showed Ji-woo the proof. Park Jin-ho is planning to take over, he said. He could own the company in 72 hours unless we stop him. Then we stop him. Ji-woo's jaw set. Together. For 3 days, they worked as one team. Late-night strategy meetings, presentations built side by side, their old rhythm returning, like the days when they had been the company's strongest pair. Before Min-joon had broken that team apart, on the 4th day, Seo-jun came to the office after school. He found Min-joon alone in the meeting room, surrounded by papers. You're always here now, the boy observed. I'm helping Yuriyama protect the company. Are you the one who made her sad before? Min-joon's throat closed. Yes. Seo-joon studied him with thoughtful intelligence. Harabaoji says people can grow better if they try. Can you? I'm trying. Okay. Seo-joon held out his juice box. You look thirsty. Min-joon accepted it, something warm opening in his chest. They sat quietly, sipping apple juice, until Jiwoo returned. The look on her face when she saw them together, worry, hope, and surprise all mixed, stayed with Min-joon for days. A serious legal notice arrived by courier at 11 p.m. Yoon Hae-ri had filed an urgent claim to interfere with Seo-joon's home situation. The petition said Jiwoo was not thinking clearly, using Seo-joon as part of a hurtful plan and bringing him into unfriendly spaces. It included edited pictures, Jiwoo's face placed onto photos of a woman scolding a child. "This is unbelievable," Jiwoo whispered. "This isn't real." But the notice was real. A family safety agency arrived at 6 a.m. Min-joon was there when they guided Seo-joon outside. The boy's cries echoed through the hallway. Amma, please. I'll do better, I promise." "Sweetheart, it's not your fault." Jiwoo tried to follow, but the caseworker gently stepped in front of her. "Ma'am, please give him space. He's my son." "Ma'am, I must follow procedure." The door closed. The apartment fell silent except for Jiwoo's uneven breathing. She stumbled. Min-joon caught her before she fell. "I can't breathe," she whispered. I can't. "Yes, you can." He held her. "Breathe with me. In, out. In, out." It took 20 minutes before her breathing calmed. "I heard him," she whispered. "I let sadness and anger cloud my heart, and my boy got caught in it. No, Hae-ri did this, and we will make it right." "How?" Jiwoo looked at him with empty eyes. "How do we make this right?" Before Min-joon could answer, his phone rang. Chairman Kang Dae-won. "I've heard about the situation," his father said. "There is a solution." "What solution?" "Jiwoo marries me. On paper." We show the court a strong, steady family picture. Grandfather and mother, shared resources, established trust. Seo-joon comes home right away. Min-joon's heart froze. "You can't mean that." "It would only be paperwork, of course. But it fixes everything. The court sees stability. Seo-joon returns to family, and you..." Daewon paused. "You stay what you've always been, unneeded." Jiwoo would never... "Ask her yourself. The hearing is in 48 hours. Tick-tock, Min-joon." The line ended. Min-joon looked up to find Jiwoo already watching him. "I heard," she said softly. "You can't actually consider..." "He's my son." Tears streamed down her face. "What wouldn't I do to bring him home?" Her phone lit up with a text. From Daewon. "I'm waiting for your answer." Jiwoo's fingers hovered over the keyboard. "Don't," Min-joon begged. "Please. There has to be another way." She typed 3 words. "I accept." "When?" Min-joon watched his son, his second chance, his entire future disappear into his father's trap. And he realized Jiwoo had been right all along. He truly had nothing left to lose. Min-joon didn't sleep that night. By dawn, he'd made his decision. He went to Park Jin-ho's office alone. No lawyers, no backup plan. "I'm here to make a deal," Min-joon said. Park leaned back in his chair, amused. "I'm listening." "Drop the counter takeover. Withdraw Hae-ri's custody petition. In exchange, I'll give you my entire inheritance, my family's legacy assets, everything my grandfather built." "Why would you do that?" "Because I love her." The words came easily now. "I love Jiwoo. I love my son. And I've already taken everything from them once. I won't do it again." Park's expression shifted. "That's surprisingly noble." "Do we have a deal?" "We do." Park extended his hand. "You're a fool, Kang Min-joon, but an honorable one." What Min-joon didn't see was Park's other hand beneath the desk, holding a recording device. By noon, the audio was everywhere. "I love her. I love Jiwoo. I love my son." The media exploded. Social platforms crashed from traffic. Disgraced CEO sacrifices everything for secret family. Min-joon's phone rang endlessly. He ignored every call except one. "You idiot!" Jiwoo's voice cracked. "You beautiful idiot, what did you do?" "What I should have done 6 years ago. I chose you." "Min-joon, you gave up everything." "I gave up nothing that mattered." He closed his eyes. "But I planted a tracker on Park's phone during our meeting. I have everything. His communications with Hae-ri. The fake evidence, the corporate espionage, all of it." Silence. Then, Send it to me, now." The emergency custody hearing convened at 2 p.m. Ji-woo's lawyer presented the evidence systematically. Every text message, every forged document, every illegal transaction. Heir and Park Jin-ho were arrested in the courtroom. But the moment that changed everything came when Chairman Kang Dae-won took the stand. "I need to make a confession," the old man said. "I manipulated this entire situation. I used Ji-woo's pain and my grandson's existence to punish my son." His voice wavered. "I was wrong." He looked directly at Min-joon in the gallery. "My son made terrible mistakes, but he spent these weeks proving he can change. He sacrificed everything, not for redemption, but because he genuinely loves that boy. And Ji-woo," Daewon's eyes glistened, "Seo-joon deserves both his parents, not my bitterness." The judge deliberated for 17 minutes. Custody is restored to Ms. Han Ji-woo, with co-parenting rights established for Mr. Kang Min-joon, pending completion of parenting courses and psychological evaluation. This court finds no evidence of parental unfitness. Ji-woo collapsed into her chair, sobbing. Seo-joon was returned that evening. He ran to Ji-woo first, exactly as he should. She held him like she'd never let go, whispering apologies into his hair. Min-joon stayed back, giving them space, but Seo-joon pulled away from his mother and looked at Min-joon. "The nice lady said you're my appa." Min-joon knelt down. "I am. And I'm so sorry I wasn't there before." Harabeoji says sorry is just a word. He says you have to show it with actions. He's right, and I will. Every single day, if you'll let me. Seo-joon considered this with 5-year-old seriousness. Then he stepped forward and hugged Min-joon. Min-joon's arms came around his son for the first time, and he understood what Ji-woo meant about breathing. This was air, this was life. Over Seo-joon's head, Min-joon met Ji-woo's eyes. She was crying again, but differently now. "Thank you," she mouthed. 3 months later, the company stabilized under their joint leadership. Ji-woo as CEO, Min-joon as COO, equal partners rebuilding what they'd both nearly destroyed. They weren't together romantically, not yet, maybe not ever, but every Tuesday and Thursday, Min-joon picked Seo-joon up from school. They did homework together, built block towers, read bedtime stories. On Saturdays, all three had dinner together. Careful, tentative, learning each other again. One Saturday, Seo-joon fell asleep between them on the couch, clutching both their hands. "He's happy," Ji-woo whispered. "Are you?" Min-joon asked. She thought about it. "I'm getting there. Healing isn't instant." "No, but it's possible." Their fingers were inches apart on the cushion between them. Neither moved to close the distance. "Not yet, but someday." Ji-woo stood carefully, lifting Seo-joon. "Help me get him to bed?" "Always." As they tucked their son in together, Seo-joon's sleepy voice drifted up. "Love you, Yama. Love you, Appa." Min-joon's breath caught. Ji-woo squeezed his shoulder once, brief but genuine, before leaving the room. Min-joon stayed, watching his son sleep, and finally understood what his father had tried to teach him through pain. Some things once broken can't be fixed, but they can be rebuilt into something new. Something better. Something worth the breaking. He turned off the light and closed the door softly behind him. In the hallway, Ji-woo waited. "Same time next week?" she asked. "Same time next week," he confirmed.